Hey everybody, Steven here. Video update on my new kind of training studio. A lot has happened. It hasn't even been a week since I recorded the last video. It's Saturday here, so I have 1 week to get out of Obtain all the rest of my stuff. So I have 2 clients that are gonna help me next Saturday. We gotta move the functional trainer, a box, a vault box, 16 more mats, and then a bench, and I think that's pretty much it. We've actually moved more stuff since the last video too. That last Monday, Wes helped me out, so I'm gonna turn this around and kind of show everything that we've brought in here. So a lot of things have actually changed. So we ended up picking up another 10 mats, so that kind of filled out more of the space. Was able to move the rower over. I got this area cleaned up. I have the dry erase board there for now until we actually put the boards up. And then we'll have it so that'll just rest on hooks so I can easily take it off and have access to the breaker box there. So subtle things with like cleaning that area up, putting up the little shelf for the essential oils, replacing the door handle over here just because it was stuff when it doesn't matches, it just drives me crazy. In here we put a shelf to put all my stuff. So moved the cage right there. I have my other squat rack right there. So just reorganizing things. I was thinking about putting the functional trainer here, but I don't think I'm actually gonna do that. I think it's gonna be too cramped. I think I'm actually gonna move this down a little bit and put it right there just to have more room. That way all of this stuff can kind of just stack right here and it doesn't feel too cramped with another big machine here. I have a paper towel dispenser that a client had and they just gave me, which is awesome. So use that for just wiping down equipment. We got the fridge in here and all that little stuff. Leg press is still in the same spot, not moving that just yet. Added a little bit to the rail support system just to play around on. That's not the finalized version. I actually have to cut those pipes and get them a little bit shorter, and then we'll scoot this back over a little bit. Then in here, the biggest changes. So I actually have the wood up right there, and it turned out really, really good. And then I just actually put the shelf in. So I got one more that I'll probably put up higher than that. Possibly, I'm gonna see how it goes. Just wanting to conserve as much space as possible. So we'll see, I'll get input from some people. So I got that in there, it looked really, really good. Got the clock finally with some batteries. In here, finally just picked up a futon. I was looking for a couch off of Facebook Marketplace, but because I don't have a truck and then I gotta ask people and I already have people helping me, I just bought this cheap futon for now. We won't be sitting much in here, and it's good enough that if I wanna come in here and rest for a second, that's fine. And my wife, we've been having lunch every day this week, which has been really, really cool, because she just works a mile down the road here, so we get to have lunch in here. I got my fridge in here, and then a microwave, and now I can just keep my lunch up here, which is really, really nice. This is still all a jumbled mess for right now. So it is getting better and better in here. AC works really, really good. Today, so I mean, it's still August, and usually it's in the hundreds here, and today it was like 86 for the high. Yesterday was 77. So that AC actually kept it like 74 degrees in here all day. It was awesome. I also got the top sealed off on the garage door, so that's not kind of seeping heat in, because that was another problem area. This thing I've noticed, depending on the temperature that you set it at, it kind of holds at that. I gotta read the manual. I haven't done that yet to figure out how I can kind of best make that work, but it's been really, really nice to have that in here this week. In the evenings when it is crazy hot, I think Tuesday it was in the hundreds here. It was like 101 or something like that. I think it kept it 81 degrees in here, but with the fans going, like, it doesn't feel like that, right? And that's 80, and that's what this is reading over here. Like, that's what it reads, and it's sitting at a higher position, right? So kind of where we're at, lower to the ground, it actually doesn't feel that bad. Like I said, I have the fans positioned so it kind of circulates air in here really, really well. So that is it. Going tomorrow morning to pick up a couple more things on my own that I can handle before my clients help me out. I have a couple more like pipes, like little things that I have to pick up. One of the drawers over there, I actually have to empty all that stuff out. and get that pulled over here. Some of the miscellaneous mats that I have too, I'll try and get those myself, and then start work on disassembling the functional trainer. When we actually moved it in there, we took it in halves, and there's 150 pounds on each side, and that was insanely difficult. So I don't want to mess with that, so I'm trying to actually disassemble it. Basically just pull out the rods that the weights sit on, so it'll make it a little bit easier to move, because I can move the weights at that point myself, and then I might even be able to move the whole thing after that on my own, because it won't be super heavy. But that's the current plan. And then hopefully in a couple more weeks, we'll get the wood set up over on this area. So I have it stacked over there in the corner, right? And we're gonna just line this like the bathroom, and then I'll actually stain it. So once that's done, this wall will look way, way better. And then get all the mats in here. And I'm pretty sure I have almost just enough to cover all of this space right here, and then kind of back into this area. So that is it. It's coming along quite nicely. My family was in here earlier. My son and his friend and my wife was working out, and it was just a really cool moment to have our own space to do that stuff in. The kids got to play on this barefoot. My wife got to do her little workout for legs today, and it was just nice. My wife doesn't like to go to like some of the gyms that I've trained out of, where they're super busy, and you have, I mean, it's not one of those things where it's like, it's a very intimidating atmosphere, but when you have a bunch of people that are in there and they're bodybuilders and power lifters, that for somebody that's not that can be just inherently intimidating. So she hasn't really enjoyed going to some of those other facilities I've been out at, and it's just nice that she was super comfortable to come in here. There's nobody else. She got to do what she wanted, and kind of had her private training studio. So that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for following along with this. If you liked the video, hit the like button for me. Rolling out more content this upcoming week that isn't this stuff, that isn't these vlogs. It's actually like stuff that I want to get out there to help people. And now that I have this space, I'll be able to double down on all of that, and really this next 6 months push out a ton of content. So if you want to follow along with that, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.